Hey there, it's Dr. Karen. First of all, I wanted to welcome you to Language Therapy Advance and congratulate you on making a really good decision. I'm super excited to support you in creating a really good system for your language therapy. So, what I wanted to do now is just give you a little tour of the online portal. So, within each of the programs in the package that you just enrolled in, there is going to be a tour within each of these programs, but I wanted to give you an overview of the entire site and how that works and how you should navigate through these programs in order and just give you an idea of how to navigate this. So, first of all, where I am is that I've gone in, you should have gotten the confirmation email. You want to log in and you want to make sure that you're on My Library, and then all of your courses will come up. If you've purchased anything in the past that was a download, that would have been emailed to you. That's not going to be in the library, but if you've enrolled in Language Therapy Advanced, then that is a course. So that's going to be in this online portal here. So there is a particular order that I recommend watching these trainings. You don't have to do it in that order, but I do recommend it just because of the way that the process works. So again, remembering that when we are creating our system for language therapy and going through the process, we want to think about picking the right words. Then we want to think about how we're going to study those words. And then we want to work on specific word study techniques and then figure out what we need to do as far as the behind the scenes things, aligning with the curriculum and things like that. And then we want to think about carryover. And generally, we want to go in that order and kind of cycle through those steps. So, with that in mind, the ideal place to start would be to go through the Vocabulary Foundation first. That one's about 3 hours, and that just talks about how to pick vocabulary words for therapy and go through that initial planning phase and get a better understanding of vocabulary development, how it works for kids who have language disorders or other disabilities that impact language development versus kids who don't have an identified disability, and how what we do as practitioners who are supporting these populations, how what we do is a little bit different just when we think about kids who are having a hard time and need some additional intervention. So you want to start with the Vocabulary Foundation, and then you want to move on to Language Therapy Advance. So this is the main Language Therapy Advanced course. It's going to have your entire 8 modules. So there'll be the initial 6 modules with the core framework and the extension module. So it says extension because this is the version of the course that includes all 8 modules. Modules 1 through 6 will go through all those word study techniques, and we'll touch a little bit on carryover. And then modules 7 and 8 will be going through things like how you can plan for goals, evaluations, collaboration with other professionals, and aligning with the curriculum. A lot of those behind the scenes things you have to think about when you're a practitioner. So that's going to give you a really comprehensive system right there. But what you could do next to really take that generalization to the next level is then I do in Language Therapy Advanced talk about what I refer to as a success path. So once you pick the words, how to cycle through as far as specific techniques and intervention, and there is a generalization phase in there. And in that phase, one of the things that you could work on would be narrative language. So that once you get to that point that you're thinking about generalization and you want to dive into some specific strategies for boosting high level comprehension and things like that, that's also where you can start to work on some more functional things like narrative. So that's a good place. So really, once you have gone through all the different modules, got a handle on the core framework here, and also gone through the foundational program here with the Vocabulary Foundation, then that's a good time to watch the Art and Science of Narrative Language to really dive into that carryover phase even deeper. You can start on that with the information in Language Therapy Advanced, but the narratives course is just going to help you take it to the next level. And then after that, after you've done all of the core training, then to get a deeper understanding of how to use it for a whole bunch of different cases and other logistical things that might come up, such as just collaborating with other people, figuring out how to handle your evaluations, those kinds of things, then you can go in and dive into these master calls. So I would recommend going in that general order: Vocab Foundation, Language Therapy Advanced, Art and Science of Narrative Language, and LTA Premium. So I am going to just show you a quick tour. Again, I do have in each one of these trainings, except for the master calls, in each of these trainings, I have kind of a tour at the very beginning of the course. So if you just go to the portal, you'll either find it in the main dashboard area, you'll find a tour, or in the first module, there'll be some kind of a video that says start here. So that is how you're going to be able to navigate through these. The only thing is with the master calls, it's just all the calls, and you can just go down all of the different posts in order and watch them, or you can scroll through the different topics and decide which ones look interesting to you. There's not a particular order that you have to go through these master calls. With these other courses, I do recommend going through them in order. So I'm going to click on View Product, Language Therapy Advanced Extended. So when you go to this one, you are going to see the welcome video right here, and then you'll see all the modules. This teletherapy resources video is going to be actually in all of the modules, or I'm sorry, all of the courses that you have, just because when I did it at the time, I wanted to just put it in all of my courses because it was something that everybody really needed. So that's going to be in every one of the courses. So that's going to be the same regardless of which course you're logged into. But then below that, you'll see all the different modules. And I'm not going to go too far into it because you've got a welcome video right here. Then for Vocab Foundation, again, same thing. You see the introduction start video right here. So this is going to just walk you through your dashboard. And then narratives is the same way. Again, there's a start here video. And then in the master calls, you can just see all of them here, and you can just click on them and watch them in whatever order that you want. Other things about the site, if you want some information about any other programs, again, you have a pretty complete package now for the language therapy framework. But if you're interested in any other support, you can click on this other programs button and see what else we offer as far as how you can get support from us or additional coaching. But that pretty much wraps up the tour of your library. So again, you can always email me at talktome@drkarenspeech.com or ask a question in the members Facebook group if you've got a question about where your things are. If you have a login issue or some kind of tech support issue, then use the email address. But if you have a course content question, then I recommend you start a thread in the Facebook group. Thanks so much, and I'm super excited to support you.